Hi, welcome to Leland Fly Fishing and Fly Tying Night tonight. I'm Brandon Moon, and tonight we're going to be tying the depth charge ant. This is a ant pattern that's a sunken ant, and super simple and fast and easy to tie, but really effective in getting your fly down deep. And ants are a very reliable food source for fish, so very effective to fish and tie as well. With that, we want to go ahead and get started, and we'll see you next time. The hook we're going to be using today is the Moonlit Premium Toata ML501 in a size 16. We tie this in a size 14 or 16. You can substitute the ML502 in a size 14 if you want a heavier shank. The thread that we're going to be using is the Semperfli Classic Wax 8/0 in black, and we're just going to start that behind the bead, build up a little thread dam behind it, and then use the tag end to go all the way back to the bend of the hook, where we're going to tie in our second bead. The first bead is a 3.0 millimeter metallic red. The second bead is a 2.5 millimeter black or matte black bead. I'm just going to build up a dam and taper just down that bend of the hook up to the bead, and then go in front and create a little bit of a dam and taper to create the bulge of the body on this ant pattern. And we'll just keep doing that with the thread here. Super simple pattern. You can oversize the bead like I did with the 3 millimeter on the size 16 for the front, and then a standard size bead in the back, or you could even go to a 2 millimeter bead in the back side if you wanted to make it a little bit smaller. To help create this bulge, we're going to take some Solarez thin hard UV resin, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that here over the top of the bead on the top side, and then the underneath side as well. I'll take my bodkin and just kind of smooth that out and create a little bit of a taper to that body. And I use the different size beads to help create different weight to get this into the feeding zone faster or slower depending on where I'm fishing. Once I've created that, I'm going to take my UV pin and I'm just going to cure that up real quick. And we're really getting close to being done with this pattern once we've cured this UV resin here, and we're hardly into it. Now we're going to take some Grizzly, Rooster, Hackle, and I'm going to take and we're going to put this into the middle. I'm going to wrap that thread back. Now we're just going to tie that in. Once we've secured that feather down, I'm going to go in the back side just to help prop that feather up. Now I'm going to take and use the feather as I wrap forward to move my thread. And I'm going to do 3 wraps of Hackle, and then we're going to secure that off. I'll tie that down over the top twice, pull my Hackle feathers back, and wrap up to the front. Here I'm going to take some super glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit of super glue Loctite. I use the brush on applicator glue. We'll just put a little bit on that thread there. I'm going to take and go over with 2 wraps, and then I'm going to take my whip finish tool, and I'm just going to whip finish with 2 or 3 turn whip. This is going to help secure and make that knot more durable. Take my razor blade, snip out my thread, and then I'm going to take and trim out my Hackle as well with the razor blade, and there you have the depth charge ant with 2 tungsten beads. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night.